Let's start with something honest. Small talk often gets a bad reputation, but it's actually one of the most powerful ways we connect with people.
I used to think the opposite. For me, small talk always felt awkward and unnecessary. I never knew what to say, and I felt like I was failing every time.
I understand that completely. A lot of people feel that way. But the trick is realizing that small talk isn't about impressing someone or saying something brilliant. It's about creating comfort and opening the door to connection.
That's interesting. When I finally thought about it that way, it felt less intimidating. I realized it's not about being clever, it's about being present.
Exactly. Think about it. Every long conversation, every friendship, every collaboration starts with small talk. It's the bridge between strangers.
So, even though it feels shallow sometimes, it actually has a purpose. It builds trust before anything deeper can happen.
Yes, and it doesn't need to be long or perfect. A simple hello, a comment about the weather, or a small question can start a meaningful connection.
I never realized that. I always felt I had to start with something profound or witty. But now I see that small talk is more about creating a safe, friendly space.
Exactly. And that's the beauty of it. When you focus on connection rather than performance, small talk becomes easy and even enjoyable.
That makes sense. I guess the pressure I felt before came from trying to control the conversation. Once I stopped doing that, I could actually enjoy talking.
And that's the key. Small talk is about being human, curious, and open. It's not a test. It's the beginning of every meaningful interaction.
I like that. It makes me feel like I can practice it without fear. Each conversation becomes an opportunity to learn and connect, rather than something I have to get right.
Exactly. And the more you practice, the more natural it becomes. You start noticing how even short interactions like a greeting in a coffee shop can create warmth and understanding.
I love that idea. I think I'm starting to see small talk in a completely new way. It's not small at all.
Right. Small talk is the first brushstroke in every human connection. And understanding that is where everything begins.
I want to be honest about something. Small talk used to feel like a mountain I couldn't climb. Even when I wanted to connect, my mind would freeze.
I get that. So many people feel that way. What do you think made it so difficult for you?
It was the pressure. I felt like I had to say the perfect thing. I wanted to sound smart, interesting, and funny all at once. And if I didn't, I'd panic.
That pressure is common. Many people treat small talk like a performance instead of a conversation. But the truth is, nobody expects perfection.
Exactly. That was part of my problem. I thought people were judging every word. I thought every pause was a mistake.
In reality, most people are thinking about themselves, not analyzing your every word. When you realize that, small talk becomes less intimidating.
Yes, that shift helped me a lot. When I stopped worrying about judgment, I could focus on listening and responding naturally.
Listening is key. Most people listen just to reply. But when you listen to actually understand, conversations start to flow effortlessly.
That's what changed it for me. Once I focused on curiosity and presence, small talk didn't feel like a chore anymore. It became enjoyable, even meaningful.
And it builds confidence over time. Every interaction, no matter how brief, teaches you something. It strengthens social skills and makes you more comfortable connecting with others.
I also noticed it teaches patience. Not every conversation will flow perfectly. Some will feel awkward, some will fizzle, and that's okay.
Absolutely. Even awkward conversations are practice. They're opportunities to improve, understand, and grow socially.
And I started noticing the little things, the smiles, the shared laughs, even brief moments of understanding. Those small details make conversations feel warm and rewarding.
Exactly. Small talk may feel small, but it quietly opens doors to friendships, opportunities, and trust.
I guess I've been seeing it all wrong for years. Small talk isn't just filler, it's the foundation of connection.
Yes, every brief interaction is a chance to build rapport, practice empathy, and even influence how people see you.
Now I feel like I can approach small talk with curiosity instead of fear. I can see it as a skill I can improve, rather than a task I have to survive.
And that mindset makes all the difference. Once you see small talk as a tool rather than a challenge, it becomes effortless and even enjoyable.
I like that. It makes me feel empowered. Every conversation is a chance to connect, learn, and grow.
So now that we understand why small talk matters and why it feels hard, Let's talk about how to actually do it well.
I'd love that. I've practiced a little, but I still feel unsure about what to say sometimes.
The first key is curiosity, genuine curiosity. Ask questions because you really want to know the answer, not because you feel obligated.
That makes sense. Instead of asking the usual, "How are you?" I could ask something like, "What's been exciting in your week?" Or, "What are you working on lately?"
Exactly. Those questions are simple, but they invite stories, feelings, and connection. And when the other person responds, your job is to listen with attention.
Listening has always been my strength, but I used to listen just to plan what to say next. Now I see it should be to understand, really understand.
Yes. When you listen to understand, the conversation becomes alive. You can ask natural follow-ups like, "That sounds interesting. How did that happen?" Or, "What was that experience like?"
I like that approach. It feels less like an interview and more like a genuine exchange.
Another important thing is validation. A simple acknowledgement, like "I get that," or "That's really cool," makes people feel heard and appreciated. It encourages them to open up further.
So, even short responses can have a big impact. It's not about saying the most, but about making the other person feel comfortable.
Exactly. And don't worry about silence. Pauses are natural. They give space for reflection and keep the conversation from feeling forced.
That's a relief. I always felt like silence was a failure, but now I see it can be part of the rhythm.
Small talk has a rhythm. It has peaks, quiet moments, laughter, curiosity, and connection. Learning to feel that rhythm is more important than memorizing lines.
What about humor? Should I try to be funny to make the conversation interesting?
Light humor is great if it comes naturally. You don't need jokes. Even small observations or playful comments work. The goal is connection, not entertainment.
So, the main elements are curiosity, listening, validation, patience, and authenticity.
Exactly. And don't forget, comfort with imperfection. Conversations are messy, and that's okay. Being genuine beats being perfect every time.
I like that. It makes the process less stressful and more human.
And the more you practice, the easier it gets. Small talk starts to feel effortless and even enjoyable.
I can see that. Each conversation becomes an opportunity to build confidence and connection rather than something to survive.
Yes, and over time, those small moments add up. They open doors, strengthen relationships, and create new opportunities in life.
I think I'm starting to see small talk as an art rather than a challenge.
Exactly. It's the art of connecting, understanding, and sharing human experience in small, meaningful ways.
Now that we've talked about how to master small talk, I want to share why it truly matters in our lives.
I'm curious what changed for you once you started approaching small talk differently.
I noticed subtle but powerful effects. Even brief interactions began to feel meaningful. A simple hello, a short chat at work, or a quick conversation with a stranger no longer felt awkward. They felt like opportunities.
Exactly. Those small moments are the seeds of bigger connections, friendships, collaborations, even new opportunities.
I also realized that small talk is practice for empathy and listening. Each interaction teaches patience and helps me understand people better.
It's incredible how much growth comes from these tiny exchanges. Most people overlook them, but they shape confidence, social skills, and emotional intelligence.
Yes, and the best part is, it works both ways. When you listen genuinely, people feel seen, understood, and valued. That feeling spreads naturally, making conversations warm and engaging.
And that's why even introverts can benefit. Small talk isn't about being loud or dominant. It's about curiosity, presence, and authenticity.
I also notice that small talk creates doors to friendships, mentorships, collaborations, and unexpected opportunities. Every meaningful relationship begins with it.
It's true. And every brief interaction teaches courage. You learn to step into uncertainty, to connect without guarantees, and that confidence grows over time.
I used to fear awkward silences, but now I embrace them. Even pauses are part of the flow, and they give space for genuine connection.
And when you understand this, small talk becomes less of a task and more of a tool, a powerful way to navigate life, connect with others, and make your environment friendlier.
Exactly. Every conversation matters, no matter how short. Even small words can leave lasting impressions and create warmth between people.
Small talk is subtle, but it's transformative. It teaches empathy, patience, curiosity, and presence.
And the more I practice, the richer my connections become. It reminds me that connection doesn't need to be grand, it just needs to be human.
And that, in the end, is the beauty of small talk. It quietly changes lives, including yours, mine, and everyone we meet.
So, embrace it. Start a conversation, ask a question, share a smile. Small talk isn't small, it's the foundation of connection, growth, and opportunity.
And that's our journey into the art of small talk. It may seem simple, but every hello, every smile, every question is a step toward connection, understanding, and opportunity. Remember, small talk is not small. It's the foundation of friendships, confidence, and growth. So the next time you face an awkward silence, embrace it. Say hello, ask a question, and listen with curiosity. You never know where that conversation might lead. Thank you for joining us today. Keep practicing, keep connecting, and remember, every small conversation matters.